Hey, what's up, guys? This is Casual Gamer here, and here is one of the videos on, I guess, some of the time walking events that we're gonna be participating, right? So just 'cause it actually kicked off the event right here, so I think we are at Utgarde Pinnacle. So this is Burning Crusades. Oh, sorry, no, this is Burning Crusade slash Wrath of the Lich King. Way back. It's been a while since, to be honest. I've never seen. It's been a while since I've actually seen this, so kind of excited. So what happens in these so what happens in these time walk event is you actually have what they do is they would actually let you play earlier instances, and they would scale down your damage and buff and stuff, right? So if you can see here, I do very little damage compared to the different types of damages I do when I was in level back at level 100 basically. So what you have to do is during these events usually there's a quest, right? Given by individual in your garrison. I believe he's right beside. If you're part of the alliance, or actually if you're alliance or horde, it's actually right beside your town hall, and where you actually queue up quests. But I could actually show you the quest as soon as I finish. As soon as I finish here, okay. And then what happens? So the quest is actually called. Sorry, wiki events, right? So a frozen path through time. So what you'll get is you'll actually get a seal of inevitable fate. You're gonna have a one of the premium epic loots from Hellfire Citadel, and you also get 500 valor as well. So this is actually a pretty worthwhile quest to do. And at the same time, it's kind of cool for you to kind of you know take a stroll back on memory lane just to kind of figure out back what the good old days. I guess this is actually more of a this is for you to reminisce, back in the good old days, how fun it was to play World of Warcraft, and it still is fun now, but it's not quite the same because I think things are a little bit harder back then, and now things are a little bit easier just because of the changing mechanics in the game and the fact that we're all pretty high level there. So I'm gonna pass on the loots just because I don't anticipate them selling for very much, but I'm just gonna turn up the sound a little bit just so I can get a little bit of music here. Okay. And this used to be a pain in the ass because you have to go all the way up here for the three bosses, right? And and to be very honest, I actually don't remember what each of these bosses do, but I think one of them rides a dragon or one of them rides a mount, and then your job is to actually knock them off, right, as they kind of come near. But this is good. It's a it's a good stroll past memory lane. So again, this is Utgarde Pinnacle, Utgarde Pinnacle, and I think this is I'm pretty sure this is Wrath of the Lich King. I think this is pre-burning. Actually, no. I think this is Burning Crusade. This is not Wrath of the Lich King yet. But let me actually double check later on when I actually have a little bit more free time. Okay, so this is actually there's a cult or one of the cult masters down there. You have to actually go and kill him. So of course, as you know, majority of these cult leaders have a bunch of followers, right? And we skipping this? I guess we could skip it. I mean, it doesn't really hurt to, but why would you though? All right, whatever. Yeah. Cause okay, so the thing is, some the loot you actually get here, um, they actually get converted back into when this event's done and you actually get the loot. The loot is actually a level like 600 something loot, and not like a level 300 something loot from this instance, right? So what happens is they actually scale the rewards upwards, but then they scale your damage when you're time walking downwards basically. So it's kind of cool. So at the same time, like as you're taking a stroll past memory lane, you get to also have a chance to actually get decent loot to gear up your character. So it's not all bad. Okay. Oh yeah, so there's actually a queue, so you have to actually go back and. Okay, there you go. Fallen Guardian. So she basically takes the knife to her. Okay, I remember. She took a knife to herself, and then later on there's a cinematic where the knife drops down, right? But and then she turns into this undead of a being. So yeah. And then what happens is she also casts a spell that actually sacrifices an individual from the party. And then he drops DPS these guys because these guys CC your clan mates. Yeah, but again, I think we're all relatively high levels, so we don't really feel it here. So there you go. She's down. All right. I got a time working badge, and then I got a level 660. What is this? Shoulder pads. But I think mine's actually pretty good already, so I don't really need it. But it's always good to have. You never know. So try to pull this guy down. So we used to run this quite a few times, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, I think this is actually back in Burning Crusade days. Just because I think when I first joined my very first clan in World of Warcraft, this is the instance that we ran on a weekly basis. And unfortunately, like back then, I was only geared to run, these instances and not the raids, because I was so under gear back then. But good times, good times. That was good, like 5-6 years ago. And since then, WoW has developed to such a massive degree. I think when I actually left World of Warcraft, I think it was right after Burning Crusade, so right before Ice Crown was actually released. And then at that point, I actually at work, so I was like, okay, maybe that's not the best, right? Okay, so this is a hunter, I believe. Yeah, he's a hunter, and he would actually make some of these guys come alive, if I remember correctly, but I don't believe so, yeah. So these guys actually come to life, and then you actually have to fight them one by one, or is it random, or do they choose randomly, do they choose a random few where you have to fight them, but kill these guys first. Of course. Level 200, no thank you. Where is the boss now? There we go. Yep, so this thing is gonna go to like various different animals, and then your job is to go and kill them. Yeah, it should be fairly simple. Oh yeah, these guys actually spawn lava, which you have to like swipe down, and then it's gonna go to the rhino, and then come on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stun. Okay, no problem. Rhino's down. I think next thing is gonna go into the grizzly bear, or sorry, the fur bog, and then finally afterwards it actually go towards the bear, and then he's the final guy to kill. But this guy's fat. Fear. Oh my gosh, that fear. Oh damn. She couldn't revive him back in time, so it's up to you guys. These guys to DPS him down. But it should be okay. These guys have way guys have way enough damage to take a pound boost. So as they're waiting, I'm just kind of here chilling, reminiscing of the past and how interesting this was back then, and how far we've came. Waiting on him to come on. 100k. Yeah, we do so little right now. We do what is it? We do roughly like, I don't even do 1,000 damage to be honest right now, so DPS this guy down is actually not bad. Redemption, please. Wow. I would not like clan. Yeah, so this is the boss right here. So he's gonna mount a proto drake, and he's gonna barrage stuff down there, and you can actually kill ads along the way. Or you guys, actually, one second, you guys. So what happens is, you know, as soon as you touch these guys, they would actually mount up, and then they would actually throw barrages of bombs as well as ads on you. So, right, back in the day, they're gonna run across from you, and your job is to DPS them down. Okay. Guess we're gonna. Yeah, we should be okay. And then you would actually use these harpoons to kind of harpoon them down, basically. But first, we're gonna DPS these ads down, right? And back then, this used to be hard. This used to be you would stop halfway just to clear the ads, but because this group is actually really geared, it should be okay. So now we're just waiting for him to kind of show up, and then our job is to kind of pin him down. Where are they at? Oh my gosh. This is where we're gonna be okay right here. So this concludes that. Oh, I actually got an achievement. Interesting. Oh, very cool. Nice level 660 armor. 5 time walking badges, yeah. So this is actually, you can strategically do it, or you can be like these guys and just kind of aggro. So strategically what you used to do is you would actually use to drop down. I think there's some stuff, yeah. So you would actually drop down and kind of skip this abomination. But it's okay. I think we do enough damage. you have to clear one by one. There's no way around it. Oh, the fear is gonna aggro. Yep. Brings back memories. Oh, sorry, my Facebook's on. One sec. My stuff. Oh man. Sorry, I was actually muting my stuff and that's how I died, but basically, so they're supposed, like historically what happens is these guys are supposed to actually pull these guys back in the back room, so even if they fear us, like you would not run, you would not be able to run into a bunch of these mobs, right? So I'm gonna release here, I'm gonna run back. So ideally we shouldn't have wiped there, but because we were lazy to actually pull them back, we kind of deserved it a little bit. And of course, back in the day. Whoops. This is us trying to run back. So, luckily for these older instances, they're actually not that, they're not that big. So, we were able to get that fairly quick. Jump down from here. Oh, I can't do it. There's an invisible wall. I can't do it. Can't do it. Alright. So, here we are. We're back here. To go all the way up and all the way down again. But actually, I like this instance. I like this instance because it's short. It's it's interesting enough. The fights are actually pretty fun, and like it's not one of those other instances where you have to run like culling of Stratham, for example. Like that, you have to run quite a bit, and you have to wait for the content to load, and you have to listen to the stories, even though you've actually seen it. So the first time was actually really cool, but then afterwards it gets kind of boring and dry because you know exactly what's gonna happen, right? Okay, so. Okay, so this is where we kind of left off. You jumped down. Oh man. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so yep, I'm gonna pass on all of these loots. Actually, never mind. You don't need to pull them back because there's only one mob left. But there is an abomination up ahead, though. Alright, so this is the last boss. Back up here. So ideally what you would do is, as always, you would actually kill down these ads first. And then what happens is, I believe he gets enraged and he transforms, and then once he transforms, then you pop all the cooldowns. If I remember correctly. There we go. Actually, he doesn't transform, sorry. someone else shows up, yeah. Stun for 7 seconds. Damn it, dude. What a waste of my cat abilities. Stun for another 7 seconds. And there you go. We've just completed a hero pinnacle. And oh, there you go. We want a frozen armor. We want some design. 10 time badges, and that is all. Okay, I guess we're calling it then, right? So yes, this concludes the Utgarde Heroics, the time walking series, one of the time walking series. So hopefully that'll be okay. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.